Ladies and gentlemen, this amateur welterweight battle is set for three 3-minute rounds, and it is brought to you by the Tennessee Army National Guard. Introducing first, he's fighting out of the blue corner. He steps into the cage tonight at a height of 5 feet 11 inches. His weight, 161 pounds. He trains with the Academy of Martial Arts, and he fights out of Jacksboro, Tennessee. And tonight, in the Aries Fight Series cage, he makes his amateur debut. They call him the Pretty Boy. This is Jackson Stagnolia. And his opponent across the cage and fighting out of the red corner. He steps into the cage tonight looking to redeem a record of 0 wins and 2 losses. His height, 5 feet 7 inches, and his weight, 166 pounds. He trains with Stryker Fight Center, and he fights out of Kennesaw, Georgia. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Ray Hicks!
Man, this place has filled up here on the intermission. It's been a late arriving crowd throughout the prelims, and it feels like palpable energy in the building here for Hicks versus Stagnolia. It's underway.
Let's see if we can get a look at this boxing from Stagnolia already coming out. You can tell that he's got some boxing training, just the way he's throwing his jab, staying very tight with his hands.
Yeah, it's looking good here in the early going.
And you talk about a last-minute replacement. This is less than 24 hours Stagnolia accepted this fight.
Props to Hicks, too, for kind of rolling with it. I know, obviously, on the cut he had some issues, but game competitor here. He wanted to get this work in, and we're going to see if that conditioning ends up being a factor here if this fight goes to the later rounds. You know, at the early age here for Stagnolia, he is actually filled out, you know. At 19, you don't expect to see. He's pretty muscular. I'd give the edge to Hicks on that side, but Stagnolia is maybe not as undersized as I anticipated.
Well, when you go by the name Pretty Boy, you know, you have to have that kind of Ken doll figure to you.
That's a good point. Big fan of the Barbie movie?
Oh, yes.
Robbie? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I love some Margot Robbie.
My wife made me watch it.
Same here.
Visually, I thought it was nice, but you know, I don't know. Well, that's another tale for another time as we see Stagnolia start to get the hands going. I keep slipping into saying the defensive coordinator's name, Stagnola.
Big leg kick.
Just a minute. Slip, but Hicks was taking advantage of that.
Again, I digress.
Was a very hard leg kick that caused that slip. Just took him right off his feet.
Timing was perfect.
I mean, you can tell by looking at Ray Hicks, he's built like a block. You could tell that he's strong. And that leg kick right there, I mean, that was just a lot of power.
I don't know how many more of those Stagnolia can stand to take, but Hicks is whipping them in there right now.
You can already see some red starting to form on the front lead leg of Stagnolia.
It's a great attack on a boxer, too, right?
Yes.
A primary boxer.
Oh, wow. Heavy hands being thrown by both men.
Yep.
Yeah, if one of those finds a chin, this might not be a fight that goes into the later rounds.
Yeah, 45 seconds remaining here in the first, and these guys are still kind of feeling each other out, but we saw some good combos and some good legs from Hicks as we see Stagnolia trading some kicks here as well.
You know, Hicks being predominantly a wrestler, I'm really surprised that he's looking like he's comfortable on the feet to stand here with the boxer.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, he's realized a fair amount of success here on the feet.
And we're just not seeing the snap from Stagnolia as we are from Hicks with those low legs.
15 seconds left. Actually, we're down to 10 now. At this point, Clacker's about to go off here in round number 1. This is our opening bout here on Spectation Sports at Aries Fight Series 23. Luke Wilson up, and that's going to take us to our... Oh, we're going to restore a little time on the clock? No, we're not. We're going to go right to the end of the round. Clock management, you know? I mentioned the D coordinator, and there you go.
Time management is tough for all of us, all right? But we are going into the second here, and Stagnolia looked good for a guy that maybe did not have a full camp. I mean, you just have to suspect that with less than 24-hour notice, but I agree with you guys. You see a lot more striking and solid striking from Hicks that we didn't see before.
Yeah, it's a testament. Stagnolia must have just been hanging kind of loosely aware of the situation and was ready to insert himself when the fight card had an opening. Raekwon Hicks, you know, he's taking some time to recover. His techniques got to expend a lot of energy. Everything he throws so heavy. And maybe, Robbie, you know, with the weight concerns, right? You're talking about a primary wrestler. Maybe the gas tank, you know, is keeping him from really trying to do some chain wrestling.
Yes, I mean, it takes a lot of energy, and, you know, especially in the first round, you might want to get in there and catch your second win before going into what you're best at. It could be a strategy from the camp of Hicks.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, kind of lull your opponent into a false sense of security. We'll see if that is indeed the case. Hicks and Stagnolia fixing to get round 2 underway. Just a moment as we wait on the cage door. Door is secure. Luke Wilson setting the stage for the action. Round 2 is underway.
Kicking a lot with the lead leg is where Hicks, he likes to throw that back with a roundhouse kick.
I think Stagnolia was winding up there.
That leg starting to show some redness, Robbie. You mentioned it in round 1.
I mean, anytime that you get a blunt force like a shin going across that muscle in the leg, I can't express it. I mean, it does not feel good. And it'll really slow the boxer down. The more damage he takes to that lead leg, when you're striking, you use a lot of that front leg to get in and out.
Right.
And so if he can really attack that muscle, it'll slow him down.
Houston, are you a little surprised here? Whoa, with the proficiency on the hand, with the hands from and the kicks from Ray Hicks.
I am, and I think that there's part of me that still wishes this fight with Chewy would have come to fruition tonight, because I think this is a different fighter in Hicks than I thought we were going to see. So it wanted me to have this fight with Chewy even more. But here we are, and I am surprised from Hicks. It's a different Hicks than we have been seeing previous.
Just shows like the improvement that we've seen tonight in fighters that we've seen in the Aries cage before.
Yes.
Everybody, you could tell that they're going back to their gyms after each fight and just improving all aspects of their game.
That's a great point, Robbie. New year, new wrinkles in the game for a lot of these guys, right?
And you hear it so often from folks that are on the winning and losing side of Aries is no matter what, I'm going to go back and do some work and get better, and we're really seeing that with a lot of fighters here tonight. Stagnolia still looks really calm in this.
Yeah, he is kind of leading the action. You know, a lot of the success Hicks is having is countering what Stagnolia does, or just when he goes first, it is that low attack. That is a great weapon for Hicks.
Oh, big right hand.
And to your point, I think Hicks is really on the defensive side of these strikes, and that's where he wants to be.
Nice punch on the break there from Stagnolia.
See if we see a takedown in this fight at all.
I think Pretty Boy's ready to start fighting with the ego a little bit. After that right hand landed, you got a different look about him. Maybe he's going to get a little more active here to close round 2.
When Hicks threw the kind of faint roundhouse kick, Stagnolia bid on it and lowered them hands. That could be something for us to keep an eye on.
Yep.
That is a looping right hand, though, and it found a home once this round. Don't know. Nice
it's on again. That's good. The timing for Hicks is perfect.
Hicks obviously has the power, but yeah, the timing was 100% what it needed to be on that last low kick. That might be it. Saved by the bell. Saved by the bell.
That is it. Woo, that was close. Stagnolia does not seem concerned, but I think that bell buzzer.
He got the Zach Morris treatment, saved by the bell.
Here's the replay. Watch, it's that overhand right that's found the home. I'm pretty sure it's the overhand right again.
So. Boom.
Nope, not that one. He's going to throw it again. Right there it was. He's won that overhand right finish, and he came very close to getting it right there at the end of round 2.
Fair play to Jackson, though. Despite the power shot, he didn't lose consciousness.
No.
And whether he was aware of it or not, he had the time on his side right there. Hey, time management been a theme here in this one.
Can we just say, what a great job by referee Luke Wilson.
Yes,
agreed.
The awareness.
But it's going to end as a result. It looks like the corner for the young fighter there, Stagnolia, has called this one.
And I really don't blame him in that situation. He's young. It's a short-noticed fight.
Yep. Yeah, selfishly, obviously, I want to see every fight go as long as it can, right?
Yeah.
But I believe it's an accumulation from the leg damage. That was the indication given by Luke Wilson when he stopped it. He said the leg is done for Stagnolia. I'm not surprised, though, Robbie. You called it round 1 after the first 1 or 2 kicks landed from Hicks. That really was a weapon.
Because it wasn't just a tap with the foot. It's that shin digging into that leg. He was getting really deep. And then you could see on Stagnolia, he got off balance by a few of those kicks, and that just shows that the damage is leading up to, to where he loses feeling in that leg.
I think something's happening here. I'm not sure Stagnolia might have called it.
I believe his corner vocalized to the referees he would not be able to continue. Let's see what Lance Green has to say. Maybe he can shed some light on the situation here.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we entered round 3, fighter Jackson Stagnolia is unable to continue due to injury. Your winner by way of TKO, Ray Hicks.
Hicks taking home the W. Unfortunate to both these guys. I would speculate that the injury is coming from the left foot of Stagnolia.